Perfect.
Yes. Alright.
Yes.
Hello everyone and welcome to another stream of chaos with Danganronpa, together with my buddy Tails.
Hello.
And yeah, we're gonna do the investigation today.
It's the investigation and the class trial. I think we have time for both.
Yes. We have time for both actually.
Yes. Okay, the Monokuma file first, okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Okay, good to know. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. And is it Kyoko? I
We
need
both
to go
know
back to
we're
the scene
just
of the
teasing.
crime. Okay, time to go back to the garden. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, was it me or did I saw? Oh, I thought I saw me spelling, but no.
Okay.
Okay, time to inspect everything. There's a knife here. Yes.
Hello, Dami64.
Hello. Wendy!
Wendy! Hello!
My girlfriend! My girlfriend, here you are.
Yay!
Oh, me.
Here from the very start of the stream for once.
Yes.
Happy
Right.
to see you.
Oh, it's the same knife.
Yeah, and also the same person.
It's the knife that we... the same knife that we were holding before. Then how many flashbacks of this? She's kissing me. I kiss you too. I kiss you too, baby. 3 times in a row, the flashback.
Oh my god, me and Bendy would be on 6 shots right now of this.
Wait, was he there? Running near the body. Okay, now
Okay.
this. The necessary flashbacks for real.
Yeah.
4 chickens. Oh, wait, 4. Huh? 4? What's going on, Makoto? Want a weed?
No, not now,
Oh,
Yasuhiro.
Oh, I'm glad that I'm far away from you. Okay, listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? I know I checked it like 30 minutes ago, but I totally forgot, okay? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Yeah, what's wrong?
There is only
We're
4
one short.
now.
That's so weird. Wonder when it disappeared. Here just before midnight or not. Definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going to from 5 to 4 is gonna have it's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I think my best to ignore here. Well, for real. The chickens.
By the way, I'm sorry to the people watching the stream if you at any point hear something loud from my window. It is so warm, I have to keep my window open. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. The sprinklers turn on at 7:30. It's more here. The sprinkler was gotten wet. Yep. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Exactly.
After the sprinklers.
Alright. Chimkins,
yes.
Alright, let's check the boat.
The fact that we said that at the exact same time.
Yep.
Look at all those chickens!
Okay, the top half. Yeah, it's wet because we throw water on it. There we go. Loaded body analysis. The center.
One
East.
piece.
Okay, but the arm, the hand. There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really wrong. They're really long. They seem like they'll get in the way of normal activity. And there's also a picture of a dog. A doggy.
Doggy. I think it's a wolf actually, but sure, Makoto.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's let Makoto imagine, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look inside here. Oh, a tarp. I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Okay, that's not the tarp. There we go. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the other side is clean. I wonder. Okay, let's leave the tool sheet. Okay, time to speak with everyone else. It's 11 o'clock right now, right? Okay, and? Well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Okay. Remembering we woke up with Hina at 7:30, we headed to the gym, Toko went to get a pickup and she found the body. And of course the flashback.
Yay.
Now then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
Okay, I give you 1 minute to give me the...
Yeah.
That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Job's done. Very small, but okay. Okay. Byakuya, something to tell me? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What to talk about? I would like to hear your alibi. Correct. I would love to hear where you were after nighttime began. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night, but why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going out so I could tell them about Monokuma. He has been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'll be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime. after I left the garden. However, Toko were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling you the truth, I was in my room. But I was dead asleep, I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. That's no good. Toko, something to say?
So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna faint anymore.
Okay. Hina.
Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked? You know, before it blew up?
If I remember right...
Again, a flashback!
Well, it's not the same one, so it's kinda safe.
Yeah.
It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was staining with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Boy getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay. Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked.
To talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Onion. I think I checked everything I need to do in this area. We're not done yet. There are areas I need to check. Yes. Again.
Again.
Alright. Okay, so we have two places. Oh, yeah.
Clear.
The one who has the key to the room. I will simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What? Limit my options.
Just give
Give me the key to your room. Yep. We're gonna have to talk to him. Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later. No, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
what?
Of course, if I win story, then sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. And what's your agenda exactly? Simple. Ignore Makoto at this hour. Then the next hour, ignore Makoto. And the next hour, let me check, ignore Makoto. Because he's poor.
Goodbye.
Because I
Depending on my
try
mood,
not to
I
be gay
may-
for him.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Okay. Can I teleport? I can teleport. Yes, I can
feel like the
teleport.
quality of the stream is real bad.
Dang it. I'm no good. Stop lagging, game stream. I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
You found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It worked! A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb! Yep, and the bomb is missing. Yoko's room. Okay, time to head back to the garden. Just in front of the garden room. Perfect. Whee! Byakuya, please go with us, please, please. You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. But wait for me!
Don't just run off.
For real? Oh shoot. Again. Okay. Well then, here we go. Okay. Click. And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Alright. Let's go. What will we find here? A book! Or it's not a book. Nope. Book decoration. What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses used them for the lockers. I wouldn't know. I never gone to a public bathhouse. I obviously go to the private rich bathhouses, of course.
No, he doesn't go to a bathhouse, he goes swimming in his own pool.
How do you have cameras?
It's certainly possible.
But if it is the key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Sure, I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Go.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Regardless, if you're planning on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter what, how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. Oh, I know! Oh, the letter.
Yeah.
Oh, found it! What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. A single piece of paper. Under the sheet. That's all that was in there? Yep, looks like it. But that means... What's this? Oh! Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student.
Lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Yeah, Mukuro Ikusawa. It appears to be Mukuro Ikusawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. Yep, the other thing that Kyoko stole. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. Iwasaki and... That's it. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. Name Mukuro Ikusawa, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, unknown and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she had received battle training for her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Too much information.
Maybe because she had an incestuous relationship with her sister.
Yeah, the ultimate soul. Group. I never imagined a place like this. What? Do you recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battlemongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is so part of a world totally wrong I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I heard says that Fenrir has already... Wow. I feel like our hero is becoming a big player and a big hero. Oh, it's you.
That was Makoto, not Byakuya, I'm sure.
No way, for real. What have you got in your pretty little head? Oh, you found her profile? So what if we did? But don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she's totally names her own, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Misogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Beers are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those. Of course I am. Nice organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulation itself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules? I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you interesting? It's about the one reading
I
all
don't
the
know
rules.
what you're talking
They're
about, Vendi.
The TF2 tumor just two, basically.
Ah, okay.
It's actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey!
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people here, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
Another word.
That's right. 15 are you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusa.
Not again!
The one they call the ultimate
It's
despair.
despair. Watch out for her.
Tetsuko Saba, lying here some. Yep. Why are you telling us this? Well, because, like I told you, this killing game is popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And say we got so many on the same page. We only have 4 viewers. We have so many viewers. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Indeed.
Make sense? Make sense? Okay.
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, don't tell anyone I told you, but She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. See? Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... Yeah. Ooh, theories. Are you
3Ks so far, by the way.
Yeah. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he right now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that Mukuro is connected to this case, that existence of a 16 student isn't fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Kyoko? What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she kills someone, that would make her part of the school killing gang. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. What Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Kusawa isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, but if that's true, Monokuma's behavior themselves to us. That's a good point. Mukuro raised questions about her will be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro culprit, so that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected. You coming? Oh, we're going with Byakuya.
Oh,
Nice.
we're just instantly teleporting here. How convenient.
Yep. Do you like it? It's called Bridge Teleportation. Makoto. This to the right. That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found at that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. Ooh. They look like they're made of, which means they're quite strong despite they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. There's something else. Ooh, duct tape with bloodstain.
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? What? Byakuya? Forget it. Come on. Next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? Find out about that. Isn't it obvious? Where in this code would you go to? We saw the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info in the that have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. She's actually being nice to us.
Yeah.
Well, technically not, but
It's nice for
You know what?
Byakuya.
I believe
The bar may be in hell, but he's nice to us right now.
Yeah, I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Huh, here we go. Take a look at this. I have no idea what this says. What language is this? How did you move high school without learning a single word of French? I'm Spanish. Oh, okay, that
I just took Latin instead. Because Latin's more cool, bitch.
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can speak French. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. Okay? Fenrir, elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regulars. So like Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. Time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the... What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only for war. Their battlefields are much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable war. Quite exciting. So, did anything... Yeah, maybe your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. The report says something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
I wonder how this is related to the case.
Yeah. I wonder... What? Yep. Uh-oh.
Ding dong bing bong.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms and ages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Okay.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
He always says some random stuff.
That was really random.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It will seem that way. Let's go. Slowly.
Actually,
walking
can you
through
let me get my food before you start this?
Of course. I'll
Okay.
wait here.
Be right back.
Unfortunately, I'm not like her and I don't know what to say to fill this part. Dang it. I'm gonna need some help. Help me, I don't know what to say to fill this part. Actually, wait. Okay. break everything, why not?
I'm back.
Oh. Okay, that was very fast, to be fair.
The kitchen's right next to where I stream, so...
Damn, okay. That Bianca and Makoto showed up together.
Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How good.
Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just why? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Repeat fantasy for yourself.
What?
Stop talking and brace yourself. He'll be here any second.
We're not gay, okay? Sounds like someone's in
Exactly.
denial.
44 minutes and he doesn't appear.
Why?
Hasn't appeared. Ooh. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or...
Jesus Christ! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? Me backwards? You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
Doko be like, Master better not be game master.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you. I'm pretty sure he is.
Do I look
Happy Pride
do I
Month!
look gay to you? Really? How pathetic are the
He's either gay
I
or
don't
he's
care
arrow
about
ace.
Pride Month. I can't. I only care about making money with the Pride Month promotions.
Yeah, that means he's arrow ace.
Just care that you make money for me. I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. Where are we?
What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I wouldn't punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree to violation, I'll avenge the punishment right now.
It's me you're waiting for. I'm here.
Ooh,
Hey.
dun dun dun.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Hyuko, you're still alive?
Raymond, he...
Yeah.
No! That's a good...
Yasuhiro, how high are you?
Post. Damn.
Stop talking.
Yeah. Fine, do it at the glass crowd. You need to save some for the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. Happy pen noises, yay! Yes, Bendy's pansexual.
Yeah, and I'm bi.
Very proud of it. Literally nothing, I'm just straight.
You're an ally.
But I support.
Yeah, you're an ally.
I like you. You're right. There's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator where you one step up. Hello. Yoko.
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. What? He's right! Now we're gonna deal with
I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
Master, wait for me.
Good call! Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long?
I'll be happy when this trial is over.
Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours so...
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
Yes.
Right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there,
Floor?
so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
When did you find out?
So,
Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to trial completely uninformed, can I?
Discord is lagging.
Yeah, I know. I read it though.
Discord lag. That's no good. Okay. So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you up.
But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Wait, what? Interesting. Oh my...
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me.
Ooh. Okay.
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all.
Alright. Then let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Done.
We're barely anyone anymore.
Jabbing on mine.
Despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever for pointed jokes and jabs as passed. And look, I even decorated the whole room so it looks like a little LGBTQ thingy. You know what I mean? Huh? Just let's get on with the show.
Yeah, Makoto.
Oh yeah, let's save.
Yes.
I go to get my dinner first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I should do it.
Yeah. Do it. Alright, so since Tails is gone to get his food, it's time for another Sophie yapping session. I've finished JoJo Part 5. It was really cool. I loved it. Especially like the intro had an Easter egg in it. And you're right. You're absolutely right, Bendy. The intro had an Easter egg in it, and I thought that was so cool. Also, like, they actually spoke Italian in the intro, which is just so fucking awesome. Now, part 6 I haven't watched yet because the platform that I watch anime on, which totally isn't illegal, didn't have it yet. But my mom has a Netflix subscription, so I might just ask her to give me that, to let me use her Netflix after finishing the anime that I'm currently watching, which is Apothecary Diaries again. And it's gotten really cool. Like, I'm very into the mystery now, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm in the middle of season 2 right now. So yeah. Also the backgrounds of Apothecary Diaries are just fucking amazing. Just gotta say that. It's really awesome. I love Mao Mao. She's so autistic. Just like me for real. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Except Diavolo is like a confirmed male wife. And I love male wives. That's like my favorite genre of men. That's also why I like Suguru from Jujutsu Kaisen and Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries and Diavolo. I kind of miss Doppio though. Doppio was also cool. But also that's like one of the only issues I have with part 5 is that the ending was like so open-ended. Like, you can imagine where it goes after that. It's just never confirmed. Anyways.
And I'm here.
Tails is back.
I'm here. I put it in the... Yes. Perfect.
Nice.
I have my dinner prepared. I just put the skill that we got for doing all of the Yakuya's free time events.
Good.
Okay, let's do this.
With a basic explanation of the class. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specific... to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Bruh!
But Kyoko's
How
standing
high are
right there.
you?
No, that's a good ghost.
She has legs.
Oh my gosh.
Because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Ghost techno.
Okay.
Bro. How much weight did you got?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can...
Same.
Yeah. Rare
Just have to
Sophie
prove
moment,
that
but
the
I
corpse
agree with
isn't-
Byakuya.
Then let's compare Kyoko.
Her traits?
I got it!
Take low.
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
An answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Hmm.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it... Right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Oh my god.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Okay, I feel like the Yasuhiro rule is the only one we won't have to apply in our drinking game.
That
Yeah.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Exactly.
Burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
For real, not. But okay.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails.
Women, huh? They're complicated like that.
I was about to say that.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one.
Okay.
Still alive. Then who did?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description. Oh, if we can't identify the body.
No!
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Oh no.
I hate this.
If Kyoko really...
Then who does?
There's gotta be some
Those stupid noises.
description in the Oh, if we can't identify the body.
Those stupid.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Really?
Toto, tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously?
Jesus.
You really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yep. Where is it? Here.
Yes.
Got it! The the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Quick, Makoto! Spell wolf! Give me an F.
F.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki.
And after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have worn Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was...
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikus.
Saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have...
It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But then...
Yep.
Being the ultimate can be titled to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her.
Exactly.
Yes.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. Information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Ooh.
Me when I spread misinformation.
She's been gone this whole time.
Yes.
When she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Damn.
Would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Identity of the mastermind will
Okay.
have to wait. But remember this,
A
no
bunch
matter
of
what
crows
happens,
just
we
had a
will
battle
find out who you
outside
really
my
are.
window.
I stake my family name on it.
What?
Bunch of crows just had a death match outside my window.
Damn.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such...
I should say that. I should say that more often.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Are you sure about
Point
that?
straight into your big old brains.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one...
There's a chance that there's some mystery. It's everything all
no.
along.
Nope. There are only these total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Yep.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about.
I just noticed how many lives I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 10. I have
Damn.
10 hearts. Damn. I'm barely going to miss, but still.
You've narrowed it
Macaron Kyoko.
Yoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire night. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
Yep.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened.
Guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go
9 o'clock.
The body must have been discovered at 9 at the pickaxe.
Yep.
He's right. It had to be around then.
so we can be totally each night at 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? About around 7:30. I remember really sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Yep. If that were innocent. Let's go.
Yay. The sprinkler system, right?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere.
Nope.
No, it's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? In the garden before 7:30, then it should have been complete.
Hold on! I remember this part
Oh gosh.
perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such a...
What the fuck?
saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
What?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think
For real, she is.
sprinkler, you better tell us why.
She really is crazy.
Literally everyone else can confirm what happened. Why does Makoto have to be the one to do it?
Nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I hate you! No, no, no! I don't know anything! How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Oh yeah. This should prove it. Exploded body
What
analysis.
the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. Yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. Wet? Shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal thing!
Let's just move on.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
top half was wet was because
because of us. We dumped the water.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers did, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been then, and when the body was discovered at 9.
But I'm missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I get all good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh god.
If you vote for me, and this school will stay hidden forever.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun.
I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it!
Kyoko, you actually did.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the master. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. You were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So,
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear.
Hmm.
Gotta be the culprit.
It can be confusing.
I'm not the only one. But that Hodo's explanation is still insufficient.
You traitor.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. There is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh. Yep.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you have to do is cover the body with the tarp. And that fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting
Effort just to keep the body from getting wet.
most likely of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the was.
She betrayed us. Chica. That's
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
okay.
By covering the body into it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp,
It's because that side was it was facing down toward the body. Of course it didn't get dirty.
no, it's wrong.
Now that I think of it, I think this is the first time that Makoto talks during the non-stop debate, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
one side being clean
I
is
think.
pretty strange if you think about it.
Nah, it's nice.
Because right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body and absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Why wouldn't they wash both sides?
Both sides. Just washing the one side with
For real.
Oh!
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was much?
Oh gosh.
What if, after the killer used the tarp, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Someone else's blood? Where would they get something like...
They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened. This the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken. The chicken is the proof.
Would have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. The murder, there were only 4.
So someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with... That's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is...
What?
Hina.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no
but what-
denying that a chicken went
But
missing.
what
which provides a
kind of
basis for
sense
my
would
theory.
it make if Makoto helped uncover his own murder? I'm just saying.
perhaps, but
For real.
so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body. And then the blood should have soaked into the ground around. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted sprinklers had gone off at 7:30.
But if they had enough time
Place. It certainly
if they
becomes
had enough
possible.
time to put on a coat over Mukuro, why wouldn't they have just washed the tarp? That doesn't make any sense.
True.
To pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned it off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
It's because you're fast.
Yeah!
You're way too
You
fast.
are an
Plenty
athlete!
of time to spare, wouldn't you say? Not possible.
I must admit, Koto's alibi is inadequate.
This guy's dead body.
Well then, looks Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin.
Dude.
50-50 odds.
Come on.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know
Okay.
that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found.
Oh no, the knife.
Right?
Uh-oh.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife was back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty...
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had that same knife.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally percent convinced.
Oh god, that's no good. Do this.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. We gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
That knife before, and that seals it.
No, we didn't.
No!
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, what killed her?
No, no, no.
No, that's wrong.
No, no, no. That's not what killed her.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other blood-stained coat, until after they were dead. So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, Obviously, the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once
What?
to kill her and once
Huh?
to cover.
That makes no sense.
Okay, I'm gonna stay quiet. Oh
Yeah.
my. Monokuma file 5.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife.
It was just another piece of camouflage set up by the
What?
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. It was probably meant to do the same.
And Toko is flying.
The explosion
Whee!
damaged her body. Make it was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you...
Oh.
Just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
The what now?
But even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Tell him, Naegi.
Tell him, Nagi. Alright, time to take a shot.
Yeah.
Alright. You're gonna have to wait for the final trial for the shots.
Fragment of something on the ground
Yeah.
found near the body reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? No, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto, and the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Ooh.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
We'll think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Let us continue the debate.
Okay.
It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Exactly. Let's determine what
Yes.
killed her. What killed Mukuro. It's absorbed.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yes.
The
Yes.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No, no, no.
No.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
Doomba.
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, Yasuhiro got something right for once.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head.
I
She
just
said.
said, no, that's wrong. Or wait.
No, but that's
Wait,
a
what you said
shot.
before?
But that's a shot if Yasuhiro gets something right.
Wait, you're right. he finally got a smart.
Didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're safe in assuming the blow to the back.
What was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
Falling metal pipe sound effect on
Oh my.
MP4. Insert here.
It'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh my god.
I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain if
Oh my god.
on the ground.
Damn.
And spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the
What?
same page this time.
What?
Seriously?
Hiro is finally going brain cells instead of we. Proud of him, yes.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him as well.
Want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
I knew we could count on you, Master.
Yep.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Oh,
Again, tell him, Naegi. That's 3 shots within a very
Once
short
again.
amount of time.
I'll be in 2 hours.
He was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed him. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Yeah, only 1 arrow, not the full amount. Only 1, of course.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt of...
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird. Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right! I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Yep.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Yes.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Yes.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
The weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too quick.
No, no, no.
No.
Nuh-uh.
You're right. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
They also found a balled up wad of duct tape. It's to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
Both sticks. One stick is weak. We put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Oh, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Would you even listen?
Murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you. Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such...
Have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter?
Something's wrong.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Where is it? Here. Woodblock key.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo. Because I found it in your room.
It was
In my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No.
What? Are you in love?
It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? And what were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Ooh. She protected us. So it means that Kyoko killed someone to protect us.
The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
I know why.
I don't know, cause I forgot.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Are you sure?
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly, I'm not, but you should understand.
Master would never hide something from me.
There's...
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because she had given key to Byakuya.
Exactly.
So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Contradiction, a lie. Of course, what she said before. Oh god.
Oh, is it time to decide?
Kinda, yeah. Just in case I'm gonna save here.
Yes, please do. Because
Because you want to see
I wanna
the-
see the bad ending.
Okay. Okay, let me see what's the... Run away! Okay, let me see.
We should pursue the
Okay,
lie,
so
right?
the one is... let me... Kyoko. This is just an experiment, okay? Sorry. Sorry.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where does this lie, then?
I'm sorry, Kyoko. I'm sorry. Oh god.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, it's wrong.
Oh god, this is gonna be so bad. I'm gonna feel so bad for this.
Yeah.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Ooh. Which can open any lock.
Secret key? Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
And I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to kill-
No. I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. And I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over. It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
No, I feel bad. Why did you make me see the bad ending? I didn't want to.
Because I want to see it.
But me didn't.
I'm sorry.
Good job. You got it right. Brilliantly right. Yoko,
Now then, I've prepared
I prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Me no like this.
Can we address real quick that Alter Ego just doesn't interfere during her execution?
True. Let's be honest, this might be one of the most famous executions, but it's kinda lame.
Yes. It's the
After school lesson.
it's the least creative.
It's literally just
It's just school stuff. Like, it's not creative at all.
yeah.
Rare Kyoko showing emotions moment.
Yeah. No. Me no like it.
I'm sorry. The last class trial. And not a single murder. And then this image. And Toko died for some reason.
I'm not watching more.
Toko
No,
died.
watching
Do we ever get to know why Toko died?
I'm not watching more. I deny to watch more.
Okay.
Let's just let go the lie. There we go.
Well,
This is
does
fair.
no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
True.
Couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility.
Yep.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
No.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? This dick suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the master. So that's why this has to be.
Okay, time's
No. To be fair,
No,
I want to
Makoto.
believe that Monokuma ended the trial because he went like, oh wait, he's gonna find out everything.
Ah shit, he's onto me.
trials all over.
He's-
Everyone
oh shit, he's onto me. I have to hide everything quick.
What? Time's up?
His hair got wavy.
Since when have
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
The voice of Kyoko went.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, in front of you.
Voting time?
Yep. Did I got all A?
Yay.
I am the best.
Money.
Now,
We don't need the money
I know. It's still fun.
anyway, so we'll make the right choice on the dreadfully wrong one.
Makoto with wavy hair.
Makoto Negi. We're guilty, no!
So he tried to frame Kyoko, but Makoto got blamed and Monokuma just went with it.
Yep,
Okay.
apparently yes. Monokuma found Makoto very dangerous as well for his plan.
Yeah, I understand why, but I think it's funny.
What? Do you think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault.
Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey,
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me.
I don't expect you to
know
forgive
this
me.
is all
I
my
know
fault.
This is all my fault.
She just read the line
Yeah.
herself. Sorry. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got!
It's punishment time! Click! Here we go.
Boring as fuck punishment, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, at least everything else had something to do with their ultimate. This is just... school.
Yeah.
Kuma. Big bear.
After school lesson. Oh no.
Once more.
No. Oh. Alter ego!
Alter ego, the goat!
The hero! The hero! Savior! He saved us!
Whee!
I'm blasting off again!
Makoto, please move! I feel like the desk is going to fall on your head!
He cannot move. Huh? 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 What's this? What's going on?
Hey, was that?
Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Outer ego. Outer ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this!
It would seem...
I hate that hedgehog!
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated it from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you have already won? I barely can eat. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so, it's Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. Wait! Down away, that's an even better special... But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. She's crazy. It's getting gone. Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the one. Ugh. Sorry. We're not the ones being trapped this time. I didn't sleep last night. I'm sorry. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you
What are you talking about?
So,
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed.
The pure beginning. Okay.
Oh.
And lots of japping in the mind.
Yapping.
What? Where am I? What the heck is going on? No, this isn't a dream. What an awful smell. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. Yep, alter ego. I wonder how did he... Does he even know that alter ego saved him?
Actually,
Did he
that's a good question.
Did he just saw the machine stop working when like, okay, that's definitely alter ego.
I guess.
Like, no mechanic here around here? Okay, definitely alter ego. Okay, we have to look around. Oh, an airplane, okay. It is with the one we fell with. The rocket from the beginning of the game. And the door. It's locked. Yep. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. We need to look for the food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. No water. Oh no. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? I feel like I'm blocking all sides. I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Here we go.
I gotta believe.
And we sleep. Boom. What the? Something fell. Did something fall down over there? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here?
just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude.
Oh my, okay. Sorry, Kyoko.
Not the instant ramen.
The noodle.
This place
Instant
smells
ramen on Crooked.
awful.
It's amazing. The instant ramen.
There's actually a figurine with the instant ramen on her head. I looked it up.
You're kidding.
I need to see if I can find it.
Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. The little noodles, yeah. You got a bit of instant noodles in your hair.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Thank you. Phew, that really hit the spot. Oh wait, there's a spot missing of food here. Now I've got all of the energy I need to keep going.
So, you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Feeling. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt. Or no, to atone.
Atone.
you...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you.
Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, I'm not trying to make excuses. There was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came into this school to do. That's very vague.
What?
I made up a mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did once.
Once?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
Yep, but we remember she
Yeah.
said that she had no memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? And then just shows the flashback again. Do you remember?
Imagine.
Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and then I woke up. I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
However,
And it could also mean... Somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
Keep in mind.
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
Because you're gullible. Because among everyone, you are the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Listen.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked for you to help, like, the right way, so I understand, and if you're not convinced.
Oh damn, I forgot this was big conversation. So how did that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
I think there's still a lot that I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
No. Really?
No way! Then why were you
Imagine
so
that.
fucking stupid when it came to alter ego?
Oh my. That's not what I was about to say, but yes.
Correct.
And the reason I came to help Speak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope Speak Academy.
The head? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
And that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Yeah.
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter
Oh my.
Sorry, someone screamed outside my window and that was my reaction.
The fuck? Oh my. Oh, that came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, I hope I didn't jump scare you.
Do you know what's better?
What?
For some reason, the scream fitted with the situation of Kyoko. That's probably what she was thinking.
Yeah. Inside the mind of Kyoko.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's good.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko? What's going on? Why did you scream?
And to run away.
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here is to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
And what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
This was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found.
But why there?
Because I also... I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about the fact that I'm randomly screaming.
He was amazing.
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy.
Well, that's my teleporter. How did you find that out?
You had a map of the school? What?
Yeah, how else did you expect it for me to teleport anywhere?
You know what? You know that the rest of us teleport as well, right? Have you ever seen us move?
You what?
Have you ever seen any of us move anywhere? Anyway,
No?
I found it in the... So that's the reason. Anyway, I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that, if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But since I got up there, I noticed that the second room floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever is going on in this school is more horrific than what I ever imagined.
So,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Yeah, this is a really long conversation. I
Yeah.
forgot about this. Okay, we read
Which is
this.
why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mukuro Kusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to drop me out and then eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know about that.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Kusaba.
What's that? And I couldn't hear that, unfortunately.
Stupid Discord.
Exactly, but not the Discord from My Little Pony. Nuh-uh, he's safe.
Okay. It could have been you.
I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean during the night?
I can hear them now. The footsteps of the god of death. Shinigami?
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves.
Are you crazy?
The ability naturally draws me into cases. Yasuhiro, I managed to snatch some weed off of Yasuhiro. Actually, I didn't even have to snatch it from him. He just asked me, and I accepted. Just like this.
Damn.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with me. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away, As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped then, but that led to... whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key was wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But if we're going by school regulations, that means we have to go through another class trial now.
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you, but they couldn't because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Nikora. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
What?
Just a little more. Discord, stop lagging. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity.
Exactly, don't lag Discord. Lagging is bad.
Yeah. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think that the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking about...
That's right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yep, whoever did that is the kill, is the bad guy.
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they are...
Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that had forced us to go through this.
Dang it, Discord.
Ah, that
Discord
is the
lagging.
ultimate despair.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't get that I was supposed to read. And that is our real enemy.
Scream. I'm kidding. Dun.
Dun dun dun.
We continue. 3 mile length rocket, okay.
The rocket
There we
who
go.
killed someone we never knew.
Yep.
Is the entire next chapter leading up to the final class trial or not?
To be fair, the investigation of chapter 6 is kinda long. So
Damn, okay. So we do a separate stream for the investigation and then the class trial?
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the best thing. Oh,
Hello,
gosh.
Hifumi.
I didn't expect him from all the characters.
Actually, it's obvious they should appear here because there's like 15 other students, so I had to appear.
Well, anyway, thank you, my lovely viewers, for watching this absolute chaos. And I hope you're gonna have a very good rest of your day or night. If you live in Europe, it's night right now. So,
That is true.
thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!
Bye.